I don't know what happened. So it's the same thing that happened to me a couple weeks ago when I was on live. Like, it just went black. So it looked like my phone died, but my phone did not die because now I moved up a little bit in the world. I have a dedicated block for all of my stuff, all of my cords, and I also have a phone cord that nobody else in the house can physically use because there is not a port like that in the house. So it just went black, and then I went back into it, and it didn't let me continue. So hopefully you guys can come back. Hello. I commented on the last one what happened, so it just went, the whole, like, just YouTube itself just went black. So I was like, oh, okay. I was like, what is that about? I'm just gonna go messing around with the contour a little bit more. But yeah, I was just like, I don't know why. It happened to me a couple weeks ago too. And then when I went, my whole screen went black, and I was like, hey, thanks. I was like, did my phone die? Like, it didn't give me anything. And I literally have a cord that's never leaving this room now. So I'm just like, okay, it's plugged in. What's going on? And then I pressed my home button and everything was fine. So I went back to YouTube. It was all black. And I was like, okay. And it didn't even give me an option to, like, continue the live. I just had to start a new one, which is annoying because if people want to watch the replay, then, like, what the hell. So anyway, I think it turned out, it's pretty nice. I mean, and I like doing long videos and I like taking my time, but, you know, I've even talked to clients of mine and they're like, you know, it's still cool to have something that even takes like 40 minutes to do. Granted, I did my eyebrows first, but, you know, not everybody has time to go and do a whole bunch of makeup. And I think that's the same thing that happened last time, too. As far as lips go, I want to kind of do something red and dark, but I kind of want to do something not... That looks a little too brown. And I think with this pink, I've not been asked. Thursdays, people ask me, are you going to go? Are you going to go? If I don't get asked and I don't have a link, I can't go. Like, I can't just show up. So, I don't know. Is this too brown? Yeah. See, and then with this pink hair, too, I'm like... This is a purpley color. I did this one on Christmas. Not last Christmas, the Christmas before. Let's see what happens. It's a lip stain and it's rough to do. Thank goodness I really haven't drank. Alright, let's see. This one is a Limelife one. Their products are really nice. I definitely need to get their foundation again. This color is Sugar Plum. So let's see. I think this one will be nice. I can't. I don't have a link. You can't just show up to the show. The only way people can get on those shows is if you have a link somebody sends you. Alright, let's see. I'm being very careful lining because this stays and it's dark. They use StreamYard. So, like, last week when my podcast partner that I do a show on Fridays with, he did on one of his channels, so he used StreamYard, and then in order for him and I to be on, like, he had to send me a link. So I'm trying to make the upper lip like bigger here. It's tedious work. Alright, that's good. Now I'm going to take a little bit of this. I don't know if you could hear Shrek going on downstairs with Livin' La Vida Loca. Must be the first one then. Yeah, see, it gets like patchy. Just a little bit, because it's like lip color just wants you to whack it on, but you can't, because there we go. Alright, so now that I got it lined up, I forgot how nice this color was. It's like a really deep berry. I hear my son talking to his little buddy on Fortnite, and I actually had to have a conversation with him last night about some child that he doesn't really know, and he was asking him to gift him things. This kid was asking my son, and I'm like, no. He felt bad because he wanted to help the kid out. I was like, dude, you don't know this kid, and you might know. Yeah. So I told him, like, you don't know this kid, and you can't just give people gifts. Like, for them, you know, I understand, like, you think he's your friend, but you just met him. So, and especially hold on. Yay, we didn't mess it up. Woo! What's the mouth thing? Or but no. And I said to him, I was like, listen, I was like, I know you, sorry, it was hard for me to talk. I was like, I know that, you know, you want to be friends with these kids and you don't, like, know them in real life and stuff. And I'm like, but, I'm like, yeah, if it puts a bad taste in my mouth if someone just immediately asks for something. I know it's a kid, because I'm like, it's a kid, right? Well, yeah, and, you know, like, these kids are users. They can be. I know when I was a kid, kids were like that, too. Even, there was an old neighbor of ours, and literally, like, kids learn at an early age. There was an old neighbor of ours, and it was my daughter's birthday party, and this little girl was invited. Oh, we're done, by the way, so. But yeah, so she was invited. All right, I'm just gonna bring out a camera. These are what I got today. I just got these. It's not my usual, but I was like, let's see here. But anyway, yeah, it's my daughter's birthday, and yeah, it's super annoying. Well, and then this little girl, my daughter got these blind bags with My Little Ponies, right? One little My Little Pony in them. And she was like, so, okay, now we can just hang out. Thank you. And then the girl was like, oh, I really wanted that one. So my daughter, like, gives this child this My Little Pony, and then she's like, oh, so-and-so said she really wanted it. And I was like, okay. I'm like, is it one that you already have? And she's like, no. And then she gave it to her. I was like, yo, you don't go just, like, giving shit to kids. Like, especially if it's something you don't have, like, and this kid isn't, like, your best friend or nothing. Like, she's some little girl that lives down the road. Like, So now she would never do that. Now she'd be like, she'd probably tell the kid to go get bent. Like, but I felt so bad for my son because, like, he just wants to be a nice kid, you know? And I was like, listen, out of everyone in, like, our family, I am the person that is online the most. And people will take advantage of you. Like, you can't just give things out. Like, you want to be nice, but people will just take things if they can get it. Like, who knows? That kid might have money. Like, buddy, you don't have money. I don't have money. He busted his butt last weekend for $20 so he could get, there was a pack with Rogue and Gambit. So, yeah. And I mean, and then he felt so bad. I mean, he's 8, you know? And he was like, oh, and I'm like, buddy, I get it. I know you want to be nice. I'm like, but you gotta watch. I'm like, you don't even, like, how long have you been playing the game with this kid? Like, a couple fucking days? I'm like, no, that's not, I'm like, just give it some time. Like, maybe if you talk to the kid for, like, 3 months or something on there, okay. But, yeah, so I had to have a little heart-to-heart with my nice little boy about even young children can be users, you know? Like, it just happens. So, I don't know if it's, like, something that just happens to people, like, or if, I think some children definitely learn it from their parents. Like, just even growing up, I've seen it, so yeah. But that was a little story for him to just, you know, learn a little bit. But I think this turned out pretty nice. Definitely something, I don't know, let me know if, is it easier to watch in landscape? Because somebody said do it in landscape, but I did used to do it, in, like, portrait mode. So I don't know if it's better either way. I think in landscape, I can't see myself as good and, like, looking at the camera. So, oh, thanks. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Like, that's just how they go. But yeah, this is somewhat, like, if I was gonna go out to dinner or something like that, like, I would totally just do my makeup like this. Like, it's nice, but it's not something over the top. So, but I guess that's pretty much it. So we got interrupted. So if you're watching this, there was a video before showing everything that I was doing besides the lips and the eyebrows, and it got cut off. So I'm gonna head off, take some pictures, hang out a little bit, and I will see you next week. And then next week will be after my birthday, so this is something maybe with this pink hair I'll do for my birthday. I don't know. We'll see. If I even freaking go anywhere. So, yeah, it is a pretty cool hangout. I just wish my chair was more comfortable. It hurts my back because it's like this old dining chair from Pier 1 when I used to work there, and somebody returned it because it had, like, thank you, I don't know if it had a stain or a rip in it or something, and they would have just, like, thrown it out. So my old manager was like, if you want it, you can have it. And I was like, I'm fucking taking that damn chair. So I did. It's like a $150 chair. Of course I'm going to take it for free. You think I'm nuts? I'm nuts, but I'm not that nuts. Alright, so I will head out. And I always thank you all for joining me on your Thursday nights. I have to remember, yeah, we'll see. It's got to be able to fit in here too. It's very small in here, so I don't know. I'll have to like get a measuring tape and measure the dimensions. And next week I have to remember about the candy. I have like this whole thing has like storage in here, so I did want to do a thing maybe with the Barbies, but I think digging out my Barbies is not in the cards at the moment, so I think the candy thing next week will be good. So thank you again. I hope you all have a great evening and have a good weekend, and I will see you soon.